Welcome back to Winning Love by Daylight, which I don't know if I mentioned, but is almost certainly a reference to the Sailor Moon theme song. But anyway, in the last episode, we spent a bunch of time with our friend Molly, the new girl at school. We saw our best friend briefly. We saw a girl in the woods briefly. We saw the football player who invited us to go hang out, but we decided to skip out on that to go help a different new girl study. Yeah. There's some other characters that we'll see more of, but that's the important stuff so far. And also, I had to take a break between the last recording session and this one, so I'm only pretty sure I remember what all of the characters' voices that we've had so far. I decided we're going to pretend those words were in the right order. Let's go. You decide to head over to the town's library to study with Alana. The school doesn't have one, as it's pretty small, but the town's library is fairly cozy and not that far away. As you wander through the different areas of the library, you notice Alana sitting down in a big armchair, reading through a textbook. Wow, it's loud. Maybe that's just on my end. I could have my headphones volume turned up too loud. I accidentally bump that little thingy all the time. Anyway. She lights up as she notices your approach.
Hey, Emmy!
You wave quietly over to her and you both move out into one of the study rooms. I forgot that we were in a library somehow and that she would probably be whispering. So what did you want to work on? You watch Alana put down the textbook.
Well, I was wondering if I could just ask you questions about stuff I might have missed.
Sure, whatever works.
Why did the Romans need to build aqueducts? Isn't there water underground?
Aha, so they would move it to where they needed it. Wait, that's what, I should have read what mine said. It's fine. Wait, I can actually fix that. They didn't always have a nearby water source.
Okay. So they would move it to wherever they needed it. Why couldn't they just carry water from the ocean? Isn't your planet, mostly oceans?
Well, you couldn't drink ocean water for a start.
Okay, then.
Alana looks down at her notes before asking you another question.
What caused the fall of Rome?
The arrival of the Huns and the migration of the barbarian tribes such as the Visigoths. The Romans created a dangerous enemy within their own borders, who eventually revolted, contributing to the fall of Rome.
So kind of a political and military failure?
Yeah.
Why is Rome important to Earth history anyway?
1 second. You flip through the textbook knowing that there was a summary page somewhere that answered that question. After a few seconds of flicking through pages, you find the passage. Well, during the time of the Empire, significant developments were also advanced in the fields of medicine, law, religion, government, and warfare. The Romans were adept at borrowing from and improving upon those inventions or concepts they found among the indigenous populace of the regions they conquered.
Human history is complicated.
Alana pauses, just studying your face for a moment.
Do you like learning about history?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm a big nerd, though. It's stuff that actually happened, and it's important to get a sense of where we came from as a people. But it also gives perspective of how far we've come.
Wow, I guess that's true. There's just so much to take in, so many different peoples, conflicts, and more.
Alana looks away, and she sees the night sky through the window. She pauses just to stare at the stars.
It's getting dark. I should get going.
Yeah, good idea. Let's get you home. Leaving the library, you find that it's already darker than you thought. I'll walk you back to your place.
Thanks. And thanks for coming and helping out. I appreciate the company. It's been difficult adjusting to my new home. Kiana's fantastic, and I appreciate her taking me in. But it's just not home, you know?
I get it. What's it like for you back home?
Crowded. I'm from the biggest city in Telrea. There's huge buildings everywhere. Tons of traffic. It's hard to see the stars because of it all. I miss a lot of little things, like the food I would have regularly. A lot of the stuff you have here is so sweet.
Further evidence that makes me think that we're in the US, even though I don't have definitive proof for that. And I think we're in the US, but I think the writers are in a different English-speaking country, because there's a lot of... I said this in the last episode. It's fine, never mind. I feel like I looked it up one time, and they were Australian or New Zealand. They were Kiwis or Aussies, but I don't remember which one. It's fine. Oh yeah, a lot of sugar and everything. Alana pauses and looks over at you.
I'm glad I left too. My people are being torn apart by war. I saw too much fighting up close. Had a tango with one of the scariest warlords of my people. It ended up here by accident while I was trying to escape.
That's horrible. I hope you're okay. And I hope you come to love this new home at least as much as Telrea.
It certainly has its own beauty.
Alana stops out of the front of one of the houses. It's really hard to balance the bubbliness with also the depressing topics, because I don't want to make Alana sound not like herself as I've characterized her, but I also don't want to make her sound too happy about things that are clearly affecting her negatively. Anyway, Alana steps out the front of one of the houses. I love voice acting though, so it's fine. It's just fun to think about. And I hope I'm portraying it well. I don't know if I've talked about on the channel before how much I love voice acting, which is why I do so much voice acting for so many of the series, like Pokemon most especially. Those take the most out of me because there's so many characters. But I love getting to voice act stuff like this too. Much smaller projects, much easier to keep track of all the characters to a certain extent. Yeah, I don't know, it's just so fun. Okay, anyway.
We're here!
Kiana spots you through the open garage door at the side of the house and comes over. Hey, Alana! Is this your study buddy?
Yeah, Kiana, this is Emmy.
Oops, I forgot you could scroll wheel for that too. Hey, Emmy, how'd the studying go? Oh, that was not directed at me.
It was good, I had fun.
That's great. You're home just in time for dinner too. Kiana turns around to walk back inside.
I'll catch you later, okay? Thanks for walking me home.
Alana waves as she walks inside with Kiana. You start walking back home to your place. It isn't that far from here. What a day. You settle into bed, exhausted. It was cool studying with Alana tonight. She seemed to appreciate the help. But I can't seem to shake the feeling that she's definitely not from this planet. She seems just like any other person, though. It's hard to tell. Maybe if I get a chance to talk to her more, I'll find out what's going on. Day 3. Villains and Visions. You wake up, groggy from a big day yesterday. Rolling over, you see the alarm displaying an alarming number. I'm late! You throw on some clothes and scoop up your bag. That was a terrible delivery, but it's fine. Hurrying through the kitchen, you grab a snack and shoot out through the door. Shuffling into the first class of the day, barely on time, you slump into a chair, still tired from yesterday. The teacher slowly walks in and sets up their laptop at their desk and starts preparing their lesson notes. You're all distracted as the PA system crackles to life.
I know you attend this school, you wannabe superheroes. You invaded my crypt, destroyed the beginnings of my skeleton army, and you'll be made to regret it. I will find out who you all are and expose your secret to the world. Anyone not found to be a regular school student should fear my scrutinous eyes. I will find you all and expose you, so that my undead uprising shall turn you all into skeletons for the skeleton army.
The PA cuts out, and you see everyone awkwardly looking around at each other. The teacher lets out a big sigh. Let's ignore that bizarre practical joke and get back to the class, shall we? You wonder who could possibly potentially be the superheroes they meant. Could Molly, a demon, be a superhero? Is Willow having a weird forest friend a superpower? You daydream through most of the class, the announcement leaving you confused and anxious. The bell rings and all of the students pile into the now crowded hallway, students all bustling and jittering about the announcement. Maya squishes through the crowd to pop up next to you. What voice did I give Maya? Shoot, I haven't talked to her as much. Is it you? Huh? Oh, hey. Are you the superhero? I think you'd have noticed if I was a superhero by now. We spend enough time together, and I don't exactly vanish into the town's phone booth that often. I bet you'd wear a super dorky costume, too. So yourself, like Spider-Man, too. Okay, Spider-Man is the one superhero who I can kind of get behind him making his own costume. He's literally got spider powers. The only one that's explicitly powers in most versions of the story is sticking to walls. I think he should also be supernaturally gifted with threads and other fibers. It makes sense because the webs themselves aren't even fiber, but I think it makes sense if the reason he's so good with them so quickly is because of spider powers. Anyway, I would be a super cool superhero if I was one, if I were one. You could totally be the superhero. Is being better than you at video games a superpower? Yes. You both laugh, and Maya spots Kiana muscling through the crowded corridor. Kiana! Oh, hey, Maya. How weird was that announcement? I know, we were just talking about it. Is it you? Yeah, why? Wait, really? No. Kiana winks at you, leaving you very confused. I really am starting to worry about what that's all about. That's slipping out of her voice a little bit. Think it's some kind of prank, or is it some kind of teaser about the prom theme? Honestly, with all the weird stuff around here, I'm worried it's legit. Okay, wow, now I'm worried. In the first episode, she sounded much more surfer, but now that's somehow turned into Valley Girl. That's fine. It's close enough, I guess. I've gotta go do some stuff quickly before lunch. Catch you later? Yeah. You wave as Kiana heads off. I'm sure it's nothing, right? Lunch? Yeah, I'm right behind you. I'll grab a free table. You both walk into the cafeteria, which is similarly noisy, with excitement caused by the announcement. Let's sit with Molly! Let's sit with Molly! Let's sit with Molly. She needs more friends. Come on, come meet my friend. My other friend. Actually, Maya, let's go sit with Molly. Yeah, okay. Hey, Molly.
Hey.
Hey! Molly puts away her headphones as you both settle into your seats. What was that you were listening to?
Oh,
Was it more of the podcast?
yeah.
What podcast?
It's called Every Day.
Oh, that dude who just describes the view from his balcony. I love that show.
You do?
Yeah, it's great in the background while I'm just tinkering on things. I usually have it playing when I'm in bed or working on my computer.
That's so cool. I only found it recently. I've been using it to help drown out some of the crowd noise here.
Aw, totally get that. I used to blast music and sit by myself. But Emmy here kept pushing me to be social. Yeah, being a hermit isn't a good look on you. Hey now, I like being a hermit.
I could handle being a hermit. I don't like big groups of people. But Mom says that I shouldn't hide away. I have to try and be social.
It's not so bad. You're welcome to just hang out with us. We're not that scary. Only Emmy's cooking is scary. Hey, that was one time. And it was my first time trying to make that. It was a microwave meal and it attacked me. Leapt out of the microwave at me. I nearly died.
Really? A microwave meal?
Normally I just heat up leftovers or eat snacks until we're sick. Ugh, yeah. like the licorice popcorn incident.
The what?
Yeah, let's not go there. The bell rings and you all wave goodbye and wander off to your next class.
Catch you laters.
Laters. You wander into the classroom of your final class for the day. Today's another short day for you. You watch as the teacher scribbles some details onto the board about a group assignment. As part of our public speaking module, we've set up an assignment. Students will choose their own pairs, then write and rehearse a 1-minute speech on any topic they like. Then together, they will practice by performing the speech to each other. Then tomorrow, you will all present your speeches to the class. Take some time now to form into your pairs and discuss your plans. Looking around the room, you see a few faces that you recognize that might be a good choice for this project. Molly! You decide to approach Molly for the project. I should have ended the episode. This one went a little bit longer than I meant it to. I'm approaching Molly for the project. For now, though, bye-bye.